So guys, welcome back to the part 2 of you getting started with Unreal Engine. And like I said, it's the basics for the Unreal Engine. And if you have not watched the part 1 of my first video, please go back and watch it, because I've tried to explain so many things like the minimum requirement, how to download the Epic Game Launcher, and how to do those things. So this is what we call the Epic Game Launcher. I also try to explain most of the things, and sometimes hard for you to explain those things if you are not doing them practical. So if you have any question, you can just comment below or just ask me. So I asked you on my part 1 that you first of all need to download one of those engine. Like you can see, I have the Unreal Engine 4.25, I have the Unreal Engine 4.26, I have the Unreal Engine 5, and the Area Access. So those are the engine that I have. So like you can see here, you can see that there are some installed plugin. If you see a button, like for me, I don't have anything to update, so you can just come here and you see like you have those the plugins that I have already installed with together with the Unreal Engine. Most of them come automatic with the Unreal Engine, but some of them you have to install them. You just need those plugs. So you can just come here and install. You just see I think an install button, but for me, because I've updated everything, that's why I don't have this button. So like I said, if you just want to start with the Unreal Engine, start with the smallest version. That's why I have the Unreal Engine 4.25.4, and still I have Unreal Engine 5.20. And before, I would like to show you something here. Just click your Control, Alt, and delete, and then you go to the Task Manager. This one will guide you to show you how Unreal Engine uses the CPU. Like you can see here, my CPU is it's not to use too much. And now what I would just like to do is that I would like to open the Unreal Engine. So if you just want to open this one, you can either click here, Launch. You can come here on top and make one the default. Like you can see here, you just have to click one of this one, click like this one, default. And this is, if you just click here, Launch, this is what is going to be open. But if you have this one like the Unreal Engine 5.0 or 4.26, the one that if you click here, it's just going to open that one that is selected here. So I've just changed here. Remember to change here, and also to come here and just click Launch. And then now it's just starting to learn. And for the first time, it's a bit annoying, because you'd have to wait like for more than 20 minutes before it depends. If your computer is good, it's just going to open, but if your computer is slow, it's just going to take time. Like you can see now, my Epic Game Launcher is closed, and now look the work done with my CPU 43. You can just check on the GPU. It's doing a lot of work, but not too much. That's why I advise people, before you go, try to check on which Unreal Engine, because some will not tolerate small computers. So my CPU is working at that one. So then I have my RAM, and I have 20 GB RAM. I also have the AMD Radeon Vega 8 graphic. That's what I use, and you can see it's already open. This is the Unreal Engine 4, and when you open it, this is what you get. So you have the game, you have the films, you have the architecture, and then you have the automotive. So it depends with what you want to do. If you want to do films, television, and live like me, you just click film. You see it's now highlighted the yellow. If you want to do games, you can just click that one. But don't just come here and just click anything, and just because they are just going to give you things that you do not need. So just know what you just want to do with it, and just highlight that one. Then you can just say next. And then now you have this one here. So I don't do anything here. I just don't do the ray tracing. I don't do no startup content. You can just select if you just need, but for me, I just leave them like that. Then you have my project, and this one is what we call dummies, because this is dummies for a Unreal Engine. And then you can just create, and when you just create, you can see it's starting. It's just close and then start to open again. And you see, because it's not my first time to open this one, is just as fast as it can be. So for my computer, I think at this stage, what it does, like you can see the CPU here was used, you know, you see the CPU is now being used at 100%, but the GPU still run good and the graphic card is also running smooth. That's what I was just telling you. You just need to look for those things before you start, because if your CPU is overused, if your GPU is overused, and if your RAM is also overused, you will not be able to learn Unreal Engine. That means you failed it, because even though you open it, you not do anything with it. So we are just waiting. Like you can see, it is at that 9 and still initializing. That's what I was telling you. For the first time, it can be annoying, very annoying, but you just give it time and just for it to finish opening so that it can show you the next step. You see my CPU is still working. The RAM right now is at 10 GB, and they told you that you need to use at least 8 GB. I'm using 10, so that means if you have less than 10, it's going to crash. It will not open. Let me just tell you the truth. It is not going to open. It's just going to crash, because where will you get the 2 GB that I'm using here? How will that one be? It will not work. So just make sure that you have at least 16 GB RAM. That is the minimum requirement that I can just recommend for you. So this one is just still initializing at that 9, and I don't know how long it's just going to take, but let's just wait for it. So as we are waiting for it, so like what I can just do, I can just go back to my Epic Game Launcher here. You know, my computer can handle that one. If you just go to my task manager, you can see, and I open my Epic Game Launcher. Nothing, not too much that is being done. And then we go back here, and this one I would also like to show you. You can see here they're telling me that I need to resume because I was installing this thing. So if I just click resume, it's just going to start, because they have a new version. So this one is just going to start updating again. So that's how you also update your Unreal Engine. So I'm just click there because I'm not in mode of updating anything right now. So this one I have to do it on my private time, and then I can just show you. So this one is still initializing, and this is also I was telling you that this one can take some seconds. So I don't want to make this video long by me making you just waiting for things. I'll just wait for it to finish. And what we are just going to do on my part 3 for the dummies is that I'm just going to show you how when you open the Unreal Engine for the first time, how it look like, and also when you open the Unreal Engine 5, how it look like, and the things you need. You see the difference between the two of them and how you can just work on them. So just remember to check on it, this one. And the first thing I would just like to do is just to, for my homework, is just make sure you check how the CPU usage on your computer, the RAM usage on your computer, and the GPU. If you see like there is a problem somewhere, just don't go to the next step, because it's just going to start crashing. And this is why I see so many people just posting video and just saying, why is my Unreal Engine crashing? It's because of those things. The other thing that I just need to show you is that go to the marketplace and just try to look for things that you need to see. Like you can just go, if you don't have money to buy, there are millions of free things here. Like you can just click the free things here, and they are just going to show you millions of free things here. There are many things here. So just check on that one, make sure that you're familiar, and then wait for the part 3 for this video. So guys, bye bye for now, and hope to see you next on my next video. So bye bye.